So this is going to be the last eBay unboxing for a while, unless I hit the lotto. Okay, so I'm not allowed to, seriously, I'm not allowed to buy anything else on eBay anymore. Husband's orders. And so I tried to branch out because if I don't have any content, we can't do eBay unboxings. My channel is basically dead because that's basically all I do. So I tried to branch out. So I got myself like a podcast microphone and started doing like, I don't know, like true crime podcasts. And people hate it. I realize people hate me. So like new people, I guess, found my channel from the true crime podcast. And I usually get all thumbs ups on every one of my videos. And I'm not kidding you. I really have a lot of luck with people giving me 100% thumbs ups on my video. I noticed my true crime podcast got about 80% thumbs downs. And I'm like, feeling like sort of shitty. Sorry for my bad language. And so I was like, I'm not doing it anymore. Everybody hates me. Nobody likes my content, with the true crime. And then I'm like, wait, why should I give a shit? So I really don't give a crap if people give me thumbs downs. And the funny part is, if someone gives you a thumbs down, do you want to hear this one? If you have a YouTube channel, do you know a thumbs down to YouTube is equivalent to a thumbs up? It means that people got passionate about your content, and then they'll actually recommend you to other people. So guess what? I'm not going to give up because there's some haters. Haters are going to hate. And yeah, so I'm going to continue to do my stupid little podcast. And if anyone don't like it, they can, get to stepping. So for all you regular subscribers out there, I just want to say I really appreciate you. All you people who give me a thumbs up, who write nice comments, who are my friends and family, basically, because this is one big happy family. And all you newbies that don't like me, why do you even bother? Just go somewhere else. There are plenty of other channels out there. There's probably like 20 million or 20 billion YouTube channels. So get to stepping. All right. So what do we got here? What do we got here? All right. Now this, again, is I have to savor this unboxing because I can't do this anymore. So yeah, again, strict new rules. I've been completely banned from YouTube activities. There's gonna be no more YouTube, don't mind me. eBay activities. eBay activities are now officially over. And I'm very freaked out about that because I enjoy buying my antiques, finding my antiques, and my sleepers and my treasures. And so, as a matter of fact, pretty much this video, I'm like opening this as slow as possible because, again, this is probably going to be the last time, unless I get some cashola, if you know what I mean, coming my way, that I can actually buy things. I can't keep using the husband's cashola. He's not too happy about that or thrilled. And what do we got here? Well, this was a great sleeper, and I'll show it to you in a minute. Let me just take it in some better light. Okay, so this was made by a company by the name of C.F. Monroe, circa about 1890 to about 1910. It was from a place in Connecticut, I believe Meriden, Connecticut, and they made beautiful porcelain, like decorative ware. So it was like novelties or gifts. So you would go to a gift shop back then and you would buy some of their things. And they made all sorts of things. They made boxes, like bonbon boxes. They made cufflink holders. They made cigar boxes. They made, I'm trying to think what else, jewelry boxes and all sorts of things. And what the heck is this? Now, this is what's known as an egg crate design. You see how these come out, these little pieces? This is also known as opalware or opalescent type of glass. Now, a lot of people would think that this is actually porcelain. The person that I got this from, by the way, I got this for $20. $20. Someone did a buy it now. They said alabaster box, vintage alabaster box. And I believe I got it to buy it now for 20 or $25. And that was like a major score, because these are actually very expensive. So let me just show you the design. Let me just pick it up. Give me 1 second. And so there we go. So you see it's hand enameled. Again, we got that egg crate type of design. going all around this, even on the back as well. There is no marking. Now, a lot of Wavecrest or CF Monroe, by the way, it's also known as Wavecrest. A lot of Wavecrest or CF Monroe pieces had a little label, a paper label on it with the logo. Those go missing. And then they also did have an impressed stamp marking, but those either fade or some of them just don't have it. So we'll turn it around. And again, we see the same beautiful design with a beautiful brass type of metalware going across it. Now, what the heck is this thing? And I didn't even know what it was until I did further Googling. I thought it was supposed to have a lid, but these particular items did not have a lid. And so what it was used for, these are called envelope holders. So you would get a letter, or actually someone would visit you and you get a visiting card when a guest would visit you, and you'd actually like have this out on the, I guess, the table where you would receive guests, and they would actually place their calling card or their visiting card into one of these boxes. And so it was a receiver of sorts. So here's an example of an envelope. If someone visited, they'd place, I guess, some kind of announcing type of documentation, and people were that polite. Or here's a visiting card photo. So you would visit somebody, you'd have your photo, you'd place it inside one of these boxes, and the person that owned this box would keep receiving photos from their visitors. There we go. Look at that. These are very old photos from about the 1890s, about the time that this box was made. So as you can see, it fits perfectly into this box. I mean, absolutely perfectly. Yeah, let's just keep doing that. There we go. And we got more photos that are antique. And these things are really quite expensive. And I'll show you now, when they were being sold, they were quite expensive too. This was not your average gift that was made inexpensively. This was all handmade. All these painting, all this enamel was hand painted by an artist. And they had many, many, many different artists painting these pieces, all different kinds of designs. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of their boxes in my collection, and they have covered tops, and they're quite beautiful. So let's check out some other CF Monroe or Wavecrest boxes. Now, I do have actually another one. Let's go over to the antiques corner over here. That may have been made by them as well. So let's check it out. Now, during late into their history, instead of hand painting a lot of their things, they hastily started churning them out quicker because they weren't making as much money, apparently. I guess their business was faltering a little, so they had to find a cheaper way of production. So they would actually do transferware. So instead of the portraits and the little enameling being, painted freehandedly, they would put transferware pictures on them, and then a lady would either paint over them or actually add some like little bit of decor. But here's another example. I believe this is Wavecrest. Most definitely probably Wavecrest. Other companies did make opalescent glass around the area where Wavecrest operated, and there are some other companies, I believe one being called, I'm trying to think of the names, I think it was Fire King, I'm not sure, but they did make other opalescent glass with painted scenes. Again, I think this is definitely, undoubtedly Wavecrest. So here are some other Wavecrest items that you'll find on the market. So here's a little teeny tiny little trinket box or jewel box. Again, this is called, I believe, the Helm Sheet. Don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, swirl. So you see the swirl action. It was made by a particular designer over at this factory. Some of them you will find lined with silk. Sometimes the silk is long gone, and it disappears, it disintegrates over the years. Here's another Helm Sheet, I believe it's called, or Helm Shield, or Helm Shide swirl pattern. And you can see this here. Look at this beautiful painting with, I believe that's forget me not flowers. And again, it reminds me of like a cookie. You know what I mean? Like with the cream center. And again, a lot of times they will have a silk lining in them. This was probably a bonbon box where you put bonbons in them. But the silk linings almost always are disintegrated. And so you will actually no longer find that. But you can see this is glass. Again, it's opalescent type of glass. It's opaque, but you still can see a little through it. And a lot of people get this wrong and think these are porcelain. And again, I was lucky because the seller of this item thought this was alabaster and vintage and did not know that this was actually an antique. So there you go. That's one of the lasts of my unboxings. And so things like this would have been placed inside this box, put out, I guess, in the foyer when people walked in. And it never was meant to come with a top. And at first you might say, wait, where's the top? It's missing. But nope, it didn't come with a top like these wave crest pieces here. So thanks for watching. We will probably be doing more podcasts about, I don't know, just anything. We'll just come up with topics. I'll probably do interesting true crime, interesting news, interesting stories about antiques with the podcast. Because again, I can no longer buy things and we can't do show and tell really anymore. If you have any ideas, please write it in the comments below what type of content you would like to see. What type of podcast would you like me to work on? Any kind of topics would you like me to do podcasts on? Please let me know in the comments below. I'm trying to take the channel into a different direction, more of a variety show. It doesn't always have to be about antiques or sleepers found on eBay. It could be about regular topics and discussion, but no politics. I will not discuss politics on my channel, even though I have a very strong opinion of things, because it divides people and gets people to argue, and then people will hate each other. And I just think politics divides people. All right, so there we go. We got this great wave crest box that I found, a really great score. Again, here's some other ones, and that's it. I'll see you guys all soon, and I'm trying to come up with some way to keep this channel still going.